Well, good morning, Mr. Artist of Recovery / Darryl P. What's going on, dude? Yeah. West Coast is calling you. Right now, it's 6:23 in the freaking morning, Saturday, November 1st, 2025. And you're stressed out over the damn drivers. You got to be more careful. And you got to be paying more attention. You have to. Dude, I can tell you how many times people have been trying to kill me. And I stay the hell away from them. Means I have to keep my eyes and ears rotating all around the place. When my brother was around, we'd had to watch each other's backs. We had to watch each other's six all the time. And I learned how to keep paying attention to my environment. My brother got older, and he did more caring. I had to hover around him like crazy, even outside. Even though my brother had his military street sense. Well, actually, he developed street sense as well as military sense. What the hell? I don't know. But he learned how to not get killed by anybody driving around. But because he got older and he got slower and the senses got out, I had to be his radar. Which means I had to be in front of him at all times. Of course, he'd want me to be on the side, but shit, I gotta watch out for his back, you know? I gotta see whether or not if anybody's coming in his front. If we're gonna have anybody else gonna be running into him. And also, don't mind if you happen to see the bugs crawling around all over the damn place. I still got the roach war happening in this place. Haven't got the damn thing taken care of yet. It's been over 2 years already. It's been longer than that. I got management companies that just don't give a shit anymore. And I ain't got the money to pay for the stuff. If I do, it's taking it right out of my damn money that I'm going to be needing for rent and bills. Back to the story. I had to learn how to listen. Pay attention to sounds. I had to learn how to just watch without watching, so to speak. Just to make sure my brother wasn't going to get nailed by anything or anybody. And yeah, I had to sometimes slow my gait more so he could catch up, and then we'd walk together. And at times, I'd gone ahead of him because I wanted to see what was going on. I miss my big brother. There's a lot of days, a lot of times I miss that big guy. But I had to learn to be street smart and be careful about a lot of things. I saw your neighborhood. I saw where you live, dude. I'll give me a reminder here by going back over to Google Maps and take a look at your neighborhood. Connecticut. Small place, small streets. Don't mind her, she's just fussing this morning. I got my own videos unlisted talking to somebody else concerning about my dog because she's driving me nuts and I'm a caregiver for this dog. She's family, what can I say? My family member's driving me insane at this point, too. Yeah, I kind of forgot where the hell you live. So we're in Connecticut. Those nice, lovely little towns that you live in. On the East Coast, yeah. I remember seeing that small place of yours and how the streets were like. You don't have any crosswalks. People don't believe in crosswalking. They don't believe in biking all that much. And if they do, what is it? They want to try to kill each other? I thought LA was screwy enough anyway with this traffic. We get rush jobs. Dude, I could tell you stories concerning about the San Fernando Valley that I grew up in. So if you're planted right by your computer right now, I hope to God you are. You ought to check out the San Fernando Valley. Shit you not. I'm getting back to that neighborhood anyway. I wanted to show you and do you comparisons on what the hell I live by. And what am I surviving in, especially when it's home. Now currently, dude, I live in a wedge. Desert wedge. It's the high desert. It looks like an arrowhead. Mountain ranges do that to you. But there's a smaller valley down below, right above Los Angeles. That's the San Fernando Valley. I grew up there. You see how congested those streets are? Well, imagine this. We actually had speed limits about 35, 40 miles an hour. Little short strips. Waste a lot of gas. But people want to race. We get into high-speed chases. We get into car chases. We get into car crashes all the damn time. Because they just don't know how to slow frickin' down. And we didn't have all that many coffee shops. We didn't have the Starbucks a long time ago. We had our donut shops. We had Winchell Donuts. We had other guys' donuts out there. But I didn't see anybody racing for the damn donuts and coffee all the time. Not even the cops were that crazy, unless they were chasing somebody. I'll show you the Antelope Valley next. You go back to the wedge, dude. See how big and expansive it is? Well, now it's about 40 to 50 miles per hour on some of the streets. Smaller streets will still about 35 to 40 miles per hour. But you're seeing the wide turf here, dude. You're seeing wide, longer streets. These guys race up and down places left and right. Let me show you Roseman. Up north. Right next to Edwards Air Force Base. Right next to that desert dune stuff. You see that? Yeah, that stuff. We got one central area. We got one central road that goes east to west. From the base all the way out to the extended area of the town of Roseman. This place is a drag strip. Okay, this is a drag strip right here. And if I'm walking anywhere, which I haven't walked in a long while, but I got to do that more. There are certain things that are out of my area, and other things are close by, but not the stuff I need to get. From my house, which is on the edge of the town itself, it's on United. All the way over to Albertsons, which is well across. That's like 2.5 miles. Okay, for you it's no problem. You can hump it, probably take a bag, something like that. You can carry your stuff. Yeah, for some people. Except for my conditions right now, I don't walk as far as much as I should. Maybe I should have a long time ago. That's a distance. There's a hump on the 14 freeway splitting east and west. This is a very high hump. You gotta walk it. Good for the exercise. But the drag strip's still there, even at late at nights when you really start hearing them out. 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. These guys are either coming to the base or from the base, or just being total schmucks. Show you United and Roseman boat. On the corner, that's home. Northwest, that's home. United is a long ass street. You think in a neighborhood like this, you don't think we would have speed demons, but we do. We have these assholes getting the trucks and the cars, and they're speeding all the way down United because there's... Oh, shut up. What? What? You're alright. You're just fussing up fuss. They would speed down United like crazy. They would speed through Hook, one of the side streets that feeds right into United. They would go through 15th Street West. They would race. Now we have a light at United and Roseman. We have a light on the 15th Street. But that's a drag strip right there. We have a racetrack in town they could just race in, but they don't. They use our streets. I'll show you another way. If they're not racing up and down Roseman from the base to the center of town, if they hit the lights just right, they can barrel ass like crazy and just not give a shit. Even the trucks we get. Damn 4x4s. A little further north from the town, there's a racetrack called Willow Springs. And this is where people would go racing their vehicles at times. I'm just trying to get back into the area again. Well, at times I'm not alive or awake yet to realize what kind of crappy town I got right now as it is. Willow Springs, where the fuck are you? Yeah, I got language problems. Hillsides. Oh, come on. Come on. Bellside. I thought I would have been in the Bellside area. Shit. Okay. Sherman Road. Not that one. 40th, 50th. Airstrip. Oh. Private airstrip. Anyway. There we go. Oh, she's all the way out there again. I forgot about that. It's about 70th Street South, 70th Street West. Willow Springs International Raceway. When they have that damn thing open up, people can do drag racing if they want to, or racing around tracks. We use it for competitions, but mostly people can burn out the rubbers. And not to mention West Gas. I don't know if there's any gas stations up in that area. But I know that they're closer to the main portions of town. Because we have to have them by the 14 freeway. So we have truckers going in and out and travelers going in and out. But that's my town. There are smaller side streets in town that people race up and down just to scare the crap out of people left and right. We've been trying to have local law enforcement, which we only have like maybe 5, maybe 10 if we're lucky, officers. Counting and not counting California Highway Patrol, the state militia. They'll park themselves and wait for drivers to race up and down Sierra if they could. But mostly, it's the 14 freeway they protect, and not much on the rest of the streets. We don't have that much law enforcement out here. Are you kidding me? Shit. We got about 15 to 20K out here. You'd think we'd have more officers. Not enough in the budget. But 20th Street is a connecting street between Roseman and Avenue A. Avenue A is the borderline between LA and Kern County, dude. And they will race up and down this damn street. Can I show you the 20th before you go? I want to take you on a trip. You head over to Roseman Boulevard and 20th. Well, it's sandwiched between the 14 freeway and Sierra Highway. If you want a landmark for that one, look for a school, an elementary school. And in that area, on the southeast corner, is the post office. Across the street's tire store. It's not quite like no, not Desert. Oh hell, it's not quite like Diamond Street, but it's mostly residential. So it also has some hotels and eateries in the area. So see if we can hit the street view for this one on Google Maps, okay? When it starts up, my particular point of view is looking at the school. So I have to turn this damn thing around. Now what I'm looking at when I'm looking at the map right now is I look at the big ass post office we got with a sloped roof, and then on the right hand side, which I mislabeled, is the Chevron. Shall we go down? Let's go down. Let's go down. Click your mouse. Click your mouse. And all storage areas that still need to be taken care of. People have been making rumors about this place, whether or not it's a dumping ground or not. And there's a Choke and Puke down a bit. Mexican restaurant. Some of the pictures are a few years old. So if you happen to see any construction, that means they're doing some robber jobs out here. But they already finished their stuff. So this was Google Maps. Okay. You see, this is all residential. Not enough stop signs. And there are churches in this area. Do you see any speed bumps or speed breaks or anything like that? This is what they race up and down with. Keep clicking it, stopping every so often. Just take a look what we're dealing with here over the past several years. Those desert areas, property hasn't been bought up yet. And we've had houses here that are looking older than time. That's because they are older than time. At least in this area anyway. You'll get to an area where you see a building and a blue bus stop. That's the second stop we have for our current transit, going from California City through Mojave, then Rosebud, and then ends up in Lancaster. But that building there is the Senior Community Center. Here, a long time ago, we did our food giveaways. They stopped them several years ago. We used to have the U.S. Aid going through that. We used to have Salvation Army doing it. It's also a kitchen that does the seniors. They're county sponsored, they're county funded. So anybody over 65 and older can get in there. I'm going to be pushing 60 next year. I think it's about 63. I mean, I'm allowed into the building itself. I could use the restrooms, but when it comes down for food stuff, forget it. So let's continue down the street, shall we? This is all residential. This is all residential. We do have a VFW in this place somewhere. We also have trailer homes. If I'm not mistaken, Tradewinds in this area. I used to live in Tradewinds. They recycle them a great deal. Some homes look nice with green lawns in these pictures. Just keep on clicking here, dude. You'll get to see uglier areas. I just found a VFW. Found a flag. POW flag. uglier and older. Pictures keep changing. Landscape keeps changing a bit. Older, non-existent trailer homes. But we're coming up on A. Now, what's so important about A? On this street, dude, it is the end of line for the Kern County. This is drag strip over here. But wait, there's worse. There's worse. Of course, if you want to do a little gambling and have a little stake at the same damn time, you can. But just look at this street here. This is what our current transit goes on to drop off people over at the community center. Okay, we're coming up on A. And you'll see the gambling stake place. Yep, there's casino and restaurant. Diamond Gems. Okay, if I get out of this, it's a long ass stretch. It's a long ass stretch where drivers can try to kill themselves or burn rubber or have fun. It's even worse is when they try to do it on zero highways. This is where they get nailed by the CHB in this one here. You see, there are certain levels that when you get up to a certain level in the town, it's a 35 mile. Not hardly anybody obeys the damn shit anyway. We go about 50 miles an hour down to 35 after a certain point in town. So you're talking about in your town with very little to zero sidewalks because you don't have the room for it. You don't have the room for it. And yes, you have drivers that think they can own the road. I got drivers out here that think they actually own the damn thing and will fight you over it. They're also political. I've seen some jackasses out here really throwing the regular political crap on their things. How to drive people crazy. Well, looks like it's getting sunlight out there. Okay, I wasted enough of your time here, my friend. What is it, Bristol that you live in? Is there such a thing as Bristol? Bristol, Connecticut, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so, let me see. Yeah. One Starbucks, that's about it, in the whole freaking town. Oh, maybe more than that. Bristol, Connecticut, huh? Yeah. Okay, so you kept talking about that civic center that you kept going up on there, right? I just had the computer start processing it right there. Okay. Let me see where your civic is. I remember you talking about it and mentioning about it left and right. You have an incredible looking older place to live. I don't think I'd be comfortable in that kind of place. Got Lowe's in there too. Alright, so where the hell's Bristol Civic Center at? Okay, police department. Let's see, Main Street. Here we go. There we go. There you are. Right, let's see. He liked walking up on Main Street his lot, and also with the Postal Service. So, let's get review this thing, shall we? Right. Okay, last October, trying to do a street widening project, or trying to put in sidewalks. Got a bus? You actually have a bus? In your town, you actually have a bus? Are you kidding me? So we have a fire department over there. That's cool. You guys just don't have enough room for the sidewalks. In some areas, you do have it. And you're walking in at night without the traffic here, ready to kill your ass. And you said there was an apartment complex that... well... But dude, if they're going to be psychological at this point over here, they're going to be going crazy. Avoid them like the plague. Avoid them like the plague. That's the only thing I can tell you. Because they're too damn crazy. And you don't have enough streets to have sidewalks. Oh, shut up already, will you? What? Hey. Yeah, Johnny's here. Okay. Johnny's here. Let's put you on the ground. Yeah, you're going to whine a lady. The adventures of taking care of a dog, dude. We'll talk one of these here millenniums.